Little people, big dreams. Mother Teresa. What do you know about Mother Teresa, boys and girls? I think we made mention of her in our religion lessons this year. What questions might you like to ask the author before reading this book? Maybe you would ask them, why did you write about Mother Teresa? Why is she so important to you that you wrote a book? Here we go. Once there lived a little girl who was always willing to give a helping hand. Her name was Agnes, and she lived in Macedonia with her parents and 2 siblings. Agnes was raised to love God and love others above all else. Little did she know that in the future she would become known as Saint Teresa of Calcutta. One day, a new priest arrived in town. He'd been working in India, far from where Agnes lived. She loved listening to his stories about helping the poor in the city of Calcutta. So when she turned 18, Agnes said goodbye to her family and started a long journey. She was determined to become a nun and help people no matter what. I'm looking here and there's a word that I'm not sure the meaning of. Determined. Let's keep that in our minds. She traveled to Ireland and joined the Sisters of Loreto. Once she had settled in at the convent, Agnes asked the nuns to call her Teresa. There's another word. Convent. What's a convent? I'll keep that word in the back of my mind too. A few months later, she was ready to board a ship and travel to India. The language, the colors, the food, the smells, everything was new and different to her. Mother Teresa taught at a school for many years, but she knew there were some people who needed her more than her students, the poorest of the poor. Mother Teresa took to the streets of Calcutta, determined to help the first person in need. She had hardly taken 3 steps before she stumbled upon a woman who was lying on the ground. Soon, students joined her. They called themselves the Missionaries of Charity, and they set out to care for all those who needed it. They chose to wear a simple sari. What's a sari? That's another word maybe that we can keep in our minds. Mother Teresa opened a hospital in an old Hindu temple. There was always one more bed, one more plate of rice, and one more blanket to cover whoever needed it. She knew that the smallest things could make the biggest difference. For more than 20 years, she picked up thousands of people from the streets of India. She opened hospitals, orphanages, and schools all over the world. She received all the awards that could be given to a single person, but she only accepted them in the name of the poor. This is an interesting fact. Mother Teresa sent a beautiful message out to the world. It doesn't matter if you do big or small things in your life, as long as you do them with great love. And here we have a formal timeline. So here there's a label describing this picture here. 1925, on the left-hand side, you see Mother Teresa. 1930, 1971, 1974. Mother Teresa was born Agnes Rajasiu, please forgive me for saying that incorrectly, in the city of Skopje. Today, Skopje is the capital of Macedonia, which is near Greece. Agnes was brought up by her mother and father and an older brother and sister. Her family followed the Roman Catholic faith, and this could be seen in their everyday life. Her family wasn't rich, but opened their home to people who needed help. Her mother would provide strangers with hot food and a place to rest. She taught Agnes to see God in the forces of strangers. Agnes then heard the call to dedicate her life to God at the age of 12. Her mother thought she was too young, but the voice persisted over the next few years. Agnes was fascinated by the stories of Catholic missionaries, people who traveled to faraway places to help those in need. At 18, she set off to join a convent in Ireland, taking her vows as Sister Teresa. She traveled to India to teach at a school in Calcutta, where she became Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was on a train to Darjeeling when she heard the call within the call. She believed God wanted her to help the poor while living among them. She founded the Missionaries of Charity, and many nuns joined her. They set up hospitals, comforted the sick, and cared for the poor when no one else did. She was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize in 1979 for her work. After she died, she was awarded a sainthood by Pope Francis. In 2015, the Missionaries of Charity still continue Saint Teresa's work around the world today.